Vice Mayor Bill Costner.
Here.
Alderwoman Kathy Hope. Here. Alderman Kenny Morgan.
Here.
Alderman John Bud.
Here.
Mayor Ball, we have a quorum.
Thank you. Approval of the minutes of the previous meeting, our regular session, June the 12th, 2012. Do we have a motion to approve that, or any corrections or anything that need to be looked at this time?
I'll make the motion.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposes no. I hear none. Item 4, recognition of city employee. Call on Tim Dockery.
Council. Bobby Henry. Bobby works in the Parks and Recreation Department, was hired in October of 2006. It seems all the employees in our Parks and Recreation Department get nicknames. Bobby is one of those guys that gets 2 nicknames. The first one is the Diesel. The Diesel. So I looked it up in the dictionary, and with no surprise, this is what it said. An internal combustion engine in which oil is sprayed directly into a cylinder where it ignites with high temperature. Bobby Hembry. So I got to thinking, how does this apply to Bobby? Bobby is the engine. His duties are the fuel. His quality of work is the high temperature. Now Bobby's second nickname, Speedy. Speedy. So guess what? I looked it up too. Which means without delay, quick in motion, and speed. Just like any football team, you must have a front line to protect your quarterback, and I'm proud to have Bobby as a part of my team and front line. Bobby Hembry, Employee of the Month.
Bobby, we quit giving you checks.
What was that list?
The economy got bad.
What was all that, Bobby?
That's the most important. This is for life right here. Congratulations. All right. We'll get over here in front of the tower. That's yours, man. You hold that. I don't share that with you. You get yours, man. Congratulations, Bobby.
Bobby, let me say this. We got a lot of great city employees, and we've given this award to a lot of people so far, but Bobby Hembry is the epitome of not only a city employee for the department he works for, he is the epitome of a true American citizen. He's a great person. Well deserved. Scott, you're next.
Get the headline, Mayor. Just have a very brief report for tonight. The design is underway on phase 2 of the Riverwalk. You all may have noticed all the surveying and such going on, and we should be having drawings within 2 to 4 weeks, preliminaries. Also, bids will be open in the coming days for the Community Development Block Grant for the Del Rio water line, and construction will start start soon thereafter, and everything is scheduled to be completed by November, which will allow us in February of 2013 to apply for a new up to $500,000 CDBG. The next thing, Ms. Carlene brought me some very good information on some grant opportunities for the Tanner Cultural Center. We shared that information with Evan Sanders, and we're pursuing it and hope to have some information to report back to the mayor and council at a very near date. And lastly, Showcase on the River, still scheduled for August 18th and 19th. It is building up to be a tremendous event this year. Excitement's growing. Some of us have been visiting area festivals, promoting it, and we're looking for a record event this year. Mayor, Board, that's all I have at this time.
Thank you, Scott. Item 6 is appointment of boards. The first one being the Beer Board, which is a paid position. Glenn Moore Smith is to be reappointed. What's your pleasure, council?
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
Motion second. Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed is no. I hear none. The next, B, C, and D, the Library Board, Parks and Rec, the two of those for that board are unpaid, and I usually make the appointments of that. Does anybody have any disagreement with me appointing any of those three people to those boards? Okay.
For the record, Mayor, why don't you just state the appointments?
Okay. The Library Board is Robert Williams, Parks and Rec, Debbie Wiley, and Blake Briggs. Move to page 2, item 9, new business. Consideration of second reading of ordinance 2012-06, the Newport Grammar School budget amendment. You have to read something.
Yes, I'll read the caption into the minutes. It's ordinance number 2012-06, an ordinance to amend Newport Grammar School's budget for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2011 and ending June 30th, 2012.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve that on the second reading?
I'll make the motion.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed is no. Item B is consideration of second reading of ordinance 2012-07, Newport Grammar School budget.
Again, Mayor, that's ordinance number 2012-07, an ordinance to establish Newport Grammar School's budget appropriations for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2012 and ending June 30th, 2013.
Do we have a motion to approve that on the second reading?
I'll make the motion.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed is no. Item C is consideration of the first reading of ordinance 2012-08, Newport Grammar School budget amendment.
Mayor, that's ordinance number 2012-08, an ordinance to amend Newport Grammar School's budget for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2011 and ending June 30th, 2012.
Do we have a motion to approve that on the first reading?
I'll make the motion.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes. Opposed is no. Item D is consideration of resolution 2012-06, safety grant.
Yes, sir, Mayor, that is the Tennessee Municipal League grant we apply for every year. It's a $2,000 rebate that we get for our safety program, basically, where we buy boots and whatever we need during the year that's approved by them, but it's an annual thing we get pretty much every year.
Okay. Thank you, James. Do we have a motion to approve that?
I'll make the motion.
Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes. Yes. Opposed is no. Thank you, James. Item E is consideration of Resolution 2012-07, Tax Anticipation Note.
Mayor, what this is simply a safety net in case this is needed, to give authority to the finance department to go ahead and get everything in place in case it's needed. And we're going to ask the banks to give us a 90-day quote window. We hope, we ended up the fiscal year relatively strong. We hope to be able to manage where we don't need it, but it's a long time between now and January, and we would like this safety net just as an option.
Do we have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second, anybody?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes. Yes. Opposed is no. Item F is consideration of GASB report contract between USI Consulting Group and the City of Newport.
Again, this is a requirement by the State Comptroller's Office. Every 2 years, we have to have this report done, and this contract calls for it not to exceed $6,000.
Okay.
I'll make the motion.
Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed is no. Have one item under the consent agenda, roadblock Cosby Little League, 7/14/2012. Do we have a motion to approve that?
I'll make the motion.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed is no. Item 10, consideration of asphalt bid, which I think everybody's got a copy.
Mayor, we opened it hot noon today, and this was on bid.
It's on the bid. What's your pleasure, council?
Is this the only bid?
Typically, the only one we get. Is it in line with what we're being at?
We have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed is no. I hear none. Any comments from citizens? Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Thank you, gentlemen and ladies.